नमस्कार बच्चों। तो लास्ट वीडियो लेक्चर में हम लोगों ने कुछ क्रिटिकल एंगल के बारे में पढ़ा था, टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन के बारे में पढ़ा था और कुछ न्यूमेरिकल्स मैंने आपको सेंड किया था। तो आई होप कि आप सॉल्व भी किए होंगे। जो नहीं आता है आप पूछ लेना, व्हाट्सएप कर देना मुझे। अब आज जो है हम लोग एक नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पर आते हैं। ये टॉपिक हम लोग का है स्फेरिकल रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेसेस। ओके, तो स्फेरिकल रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस की जहाँ तक बात है, तो spherical refracting surface, a refracting surface which forms a part of a sphere or transparent refracting material is called spherical refracting surface। मतलब एक ट्रांसपेरेंट स्फेरिकल मटेरियल लेते हैं और उसी को दो पार्ट्स में कट करके एक कॉन्वेक्स रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस बनाते हैं और एक कॉन्केव रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस बनाते हैं। ठीक है, तो जो कॉन्वेक्स और कॉन्केव रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो, ये दोनों क्या है? ये दोनों एक स्फेरिकल ट्रांसपेरेंट रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस का एक पार्ट है। ठीक है, उसी कट करके दो पार्ट्स में कॉन्वेक्स एंड कॉन्केव रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस का डिजाइन किया जाता है। अब इसका ये सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर हो गया जिधर कर्व पोर्शन है, और कॉन्केव का सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर इधर लाई करेगा। इसका ये जो आप देख रहे हैं रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस, इस रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस का जो सेंटर होता है इसको बोलते हैं पोल, और इसका ये सेंटर कहलाएगा पोल। और पोल और सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर के बीच का डिस्टेंस कहलाता है रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर R1 एंड R2। ओके, यहाँ पर R लिखने का मतलब है कि ये मीडियम रेयरर है एंड दिस मीडियम इज डेंसर। ओवर हियर वी कैन से दिस इज रेयरर एंड दिस मीडियम इज डेंसर। ओके, so this is a type of spherical refracting surface with which we are going to deal now. Okay, so now we will just derive the relation when an object, when the ray of light just passes from rarer to denser medium. Okay, there are different cases over here, but in our syllabus few cases are here. Let us see. So over here we can say that, 1 minute, so over here which you can take just the example of convex refracting surface, and ये कॉन्वेक्स रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस है और दिस इज द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू द पोल एंड दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर C. ओके, सो दिस इज कॉन्वेक्स रिफ्रैक्टिंग सरफेस, पोल, सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर, एंड दिस इज जस्ट इक्वल्स रेडियस R, रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर. Now suppose an object is just lying, a point object is just lying on the principal axis, and a ray of light is passing through this from rarer to denser. This is rarer and this is denser glass. So when a ray of light passes from rarer to denser medium, we know very well that it just bent towards normal, and to draw the normal I just explained you that where the ray of light is striking, just join this point with the with center of curvature like this. So this dotted line joining this point with the center of curvature will give you the normal to this refracting surface, and this angle, the angle made by this incident ray with normal is known as angle of incidence. And whenever a ray of light passes from rarer to denser medium, it just bend towards normal. So finally we can say after bending towards normal, you will get a real image over here just like this, somewhat over here. So this is the case when the image formed is real. Image form is real. Okay, so over here we can say that object, the ray of light is passing from rarer to denser medium and the ray bent towards normal, and we get a real image over here. Now while deriving such type of relations, we just assume that the object is just a point object and the angle forms are very, very small. These two are the most important assumptions that we are going to deal over here. Okay, so the object is a point object and the angle forms are very, very small. Okay, this is angle of incidence, this is refracted ray, so this is angle of refraction with normal. Okay, Now the angle with the object makes with this principal axis this incident ray, that is alpha. Angle made by image is beta, and center, that is gamma. These are the angle that we have to suppose, and let this point be point M, and for simplicity we just assume a normal from here. Okay, and since these 2 points are very very close to each other, that's why we will consider this point as P only. Okay, because the aperture of mirror is supposed to be very very small. मिरर के अपर्चर को भी छोटा सपोज करते हैं, एंगल्स को भी स्मॉल मानते हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट को हम पॉइंट ऑफ इट मानते हैं. ठीक है, ये सब सपोज करना पड़ता है डेरिवेशंस को करने के लिए. और आपको पता ही है कि अपर्चर छोटा लेने से कुछ जो डिफेक्ट्स होते हैं वो मिनिमाइज हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो नाउ जस्ट वी विल यूज दिस डायग्राम टू डिराइव द रिलेशन between refractive index, angle of incidence, refraction, whatever it is. Okay, so using Snell's law, this is rarer medium, let it be refractive index n1 and let this be refractive index n2. So the ray of light is passing from rarer to denser medium, so Snell's law n21. Refractive index of second with respect to first is equals to sin of I by sin of R, and n21 you know very well, n2 by n1 equals to sin I by sin R. And just now I have told that we have to assume that angles are very very small. So for that we can say that for small angle sin I can be written as I and sin R can be written as R. For small angles we can write sin I as I and sin R as R. So finally the equation becomes n2 by n1 equals to I by R. This is your second equation. Now just solve it. n2R equals to n1I. Okay, n2R equals to n1I. This is third equation. Now to find the value of I and R, you have to take the help of this diagram, ray diagram. Now from this triangle, let this triangle be MPO, because these 2 points are very very close to each other. That's why we will take the same point. So from this triangle MOP, just find the value of sin alpha, not sin tan alpha. So tan alpha is goes perpendicular on base MP upon PO. MP upon PO, which is equals to alpha for small angles. Okay, for small angles. For a small angle, we can just write tan alpha is nearly equal to alpha. Next, just take this triangle MCP. From triangle MCP, tan gamma, from this triangle tan gamma equals to MP by PC, nearly equals to gamma. And next from triangle MIP, tan beta, which is nearly equals to beta for small angles, we can write from triangle MIP, tan beta is equals to MP upon PI. Okay, so from here we have just find the value of alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, and what we have to do, you have to just write I and R in terms of alpha and beta and gamma, and just put the values of this over here. Now just see from this triangle that in this triangle MOC, in triangle MOC we can say that I is the exterior angle, and exterior angle is the sum of two interior angles. So we can say that angle I equals to alpha plus gamma. Okay, again next triangle, just this triangle, you can just observe this triangle, next triangle MCI. I am just writing over here from triangle MCI. From triangle MCI, you can see gamma is the exterior angle, and again exterior is the sum of two interior angles. So gamma is the exterior of beta and R. So gamma equals to beta plus R. So gamma equals to beta plus R. So R equals to gamma minus beta. So here we got the value of I and here we got the value of R. Just put the value of I and R over equation number 3. Substituting in equation 3, we get N2R, R equals to gamma minus beta equals to N1 I equals to alpha plus gamma. Just put the values, just take gamma one side, you will get N2 minus N1 into gamma equals to N1 alpha plus N2 beta. So this is what we got over here by putting all the values and solving all the terms over here. Okay. It's very easy, just you have to look after the ray diagram. Only understanding the ray diagram, you can easily solve all these steps. It's very simple. Okay. Next, what we have to do, that I'm just rubbing this. Okay. Okay, now just see over here. Next, we have to just put the value of alpha, beta and gamma from these terms. So, substituting alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha, beta and gamma. We get N2 minus N1 into gamma. The value of gamma is just over here, MP by PC. MP by PC equals to N1 alpha. And the value of alpha is MP by PO, MP by PO plus N2 beta, beta is MP by PI, so N2 MP by PI. MP will cancel out and finally you will get the relation that N2 minus N1 upon PC equals to N1 by PO plus N2 by PI. So this is the final result that we are getting, and after using the sign convention, we will put the values of PI, PO and PC and you will get the required result. Okay, just see. Now just PC. This PC is in the direction of incident ray, so we will take the sign positive, that is plus R. So the answer is N2 minus N1 by R equals to N1 PO. PO is just from P to O, whatever measurement we will take, we will just take from pole. So from P to O we can say it is just opposite to incident ray, so we will take sign negative over here. So N1 divided by minus U. Object distance is U. Okay. PI, just this is PI and PI is in the direction of incident ray, so we will take plus V, positive. So N2 by V. So finally the answer is over here. The result is over here. N2 by V minus N1 by U equals to N2 minus N1 by R. So this is how we will derive the relation between refractive index, radius of curvature, object distance, image distance. Okay, it's very simple. You can see everything depends on this ray diagram. Drawing the ray diagram correctly, you will just able to solve all the steps very easily. Okay, so I hope that you must be able to understand all these steps. Next, on the basis of this discussion, in next upcoming lecture, I will explain you about the lens maker formula. Okay, it's the most important formula in this topic, in this chapter. Okay, thank you.